So 3-2 it ended to Barcelona after extra time, with Jules Koundé's strike securing the silverware for Hansi Flick's men. But as you just saw, we saw the good, the bad and the very ugly in that game as well. Let's welcome in former Real Madrid star Steve McManaman, whose voice you just heard on that commentary. We've also got Mario Melchiot with us as well. Macca, it was super entertaining, that game. It was great to be a part of. It was great to watch. And you did see these valiant efforts from Real Madrid in that second half, of course. But we'll get to that in just a little while. But at the top of the show, we did mention that Carlo Ancelotti has been reported to be taking over the Brazil job at the end of June, or in June sometime, obviously bringing his time with Real Madrid to an end. What's your initial reaction to those reports?
Well, it's not a surprise, is it, Kay? I think everybody concerned knew that after the Champions League defeat against Arsenal, his job was going to come to an end. The fact that he's preempted it and got himself another job already, and Brazil desperately need a new manager. They desperately need a manager with a lot of experience. And it's no surprise whatsoever that Carlo's going to take the job.
Yeah. Stevie?
What, the worst kept secret in football? That Carlo Ancelotti is going to go to Brazil.
All right.
I mean, 100%. It's great news for Brazil. I don't know whether it's great news for Real Madrid, but it's good news for Ancelotti.
Yeah, no doubt more news coming about that. But Macca, we did hear your voice. Obviously, you were on the commentary for that game. It really did end in an ugly way for Real Madrid. Those 3 red cards, it's not really the image that Real Madrid are supposed to be portraying. Stevie yesterday called it classless. How did you see it all?
Well, the lads on the panel, Stevie, Shaka and even Mario will speak to later, have all played in England, and it is classless. I was disgusted with it, I really was. I thought the behaviour was reprehensible. I don't know what Rudiger was doing. They reacted to the referee giving a foul on Kylian Mbappe because he accidentally hit somebody in the face as he goes past them. You know, it wasn't a foul, but it was nothing important to react like that. And Real Madrid, the fact that it's very, very quickly after Real Madrid TV putting out the stories about the referee, 2 months ago Real Madrid writing letters to La Liga about the referees and how poor they are. It is classless. It's Real Madrid have always prided themselves, like they should, like the big teams in Europe, on having integrity, about being, always respectful to the referees, always, adhering to the decisions no matter what. But at this moment in time, they're turning themselves into one of the most hated clubs in the world very, very quickly. And that was unlike them 2-3 years ago. They were one of the best and one of the most valued and one of the most cherished clubs that people want to join. At this moment in time, they look like a laughing stock, and they're out on their own, and they have to roll back everything that they've been doing, apologise and move forward. When I joined Real Madrid, we got this stat pack, this pack off the club saying it was like a Bible of how you should behave, a white Di Stefano shirt, and then a list of orders about integrity, about respect, about how the club comes first, and how you don't disregard the club's name. But I'd learned all that when I played for Liverpool. So to see them turn into this club they are at the moment is awful. It really, really is, and they need to do something about it. It's fine when you're winning doubles and trebles and Champions League every single year, but they're not going to win anything at the moment, and you cannot act like this.
It's interesting, as you said there, Macca, the handbook, the knowing the values that they're supposed to be portraying, that they are the image of the club that you've seen team after team, generation after generation. So what's changed since your time there? What's changed with this group of players? Well,
I honestly don't know, because the same men are in charge, Florentino and Jose Angel Sanchez, who have been there for many, many, many years. This is not a new group of people. And somebody has given the order, and it's probably Florentino, because nothing gets done in Real Madrid without Florentino say so. For Real Madrid to go crazy, insinuating about referees, for letters to be posted to La Liga. So it has to come from the very top. So I don't know who is giving who advice, but whatever they're doing, the advice is all wrong. Yes, they're successful. Yes, they're very rich. Yes, they're powerful. But if nobody likes them, if they're classless, if everybody wants them to lose every single week, then they're in trouble. They're just going to marginalise themselves, where 99% of the population hate them, and the 1%, which are Real Madrid fans, love them. And you don't want to turn it into that. Nobody does.
Don't go out and spoil the game, because like Maka said, this is not just a random team. This is one of the greats. So if you play for one of the greats, you don't want that. And I can guarantee you, Rudiger came out later on in the evening. He came out and said, like, he apologized and said, I shouldn't have let myself go this far and stuff like that. It's great. I'm happy he did that, because it won't help you, because we all like, when I watch Rudiger, when he goes at the game, when he's really like getting stuck at people, I go like, wow, I love that. But this part, I will never support.
Yeah, and obviously he can't undo, Shaka, what he's done. The reports are that it will be from between 4 to 12 games. What do you think the appropriate punishment would be for what we saw there?
For throwing a missile on the field as he did, I don't see how it's less than 6. I will say this, though, and while I'll echo everything everyone has said over the last couple of days about Real Madrid's behaviour, as disgusting as it was, as hard as it was to watch, as to use TV's term, as classless as it was also expected. In that, I feel Real Madrid had been barreling towards this. And I blame Florentino Perez for this, for his rhetoric and always picking on referees. And I feel an attempt to bully referees for games to go Real Madrid's way. And in certain instances, I think it's worked. Now, if we look back at the challenge, Kylian Mbappe's red card against Alaves, we sat here and we discussed whether that would be 3 games or 4 games. That was the only discussion, whether it would be 3 or more. If it were more than 3 games, he would have missed the Copa del Rey final. Nobody expected it to be 1. I don't think there is a former player, a pundit on the planet who thought that challenge was deserving of a 1-game suspension. Yet that's what Kylian Mbappe got, allowing him to continue to feature as prominently as he will between now and the end of the season for Real Madrid. So in certain instances, you can't help but wonder, is Florentino Perez's rhetoric around referees having an impact, having a benefit to Real Madrid? But then you see this, you see how the game finished, and you see the ugly side of that very same coin. And this has been coming. When you take that tone, when you feel that the entire world is against you, and this is something I feel really strongly about. I don't know how it is clubs the size of Real Madrid have this victim mentality. I really don't. It can work for a short time, but it can't work over a prolonged period, because this is what you end up with. And the chickens have just come home to roost.
You know, from the player's point of view, it's 35 years since I had a Liverpool jersey on. But I remember everywhere we would go, the respect that we got from away fans, because we were Liverpool and because of the way we acted. And still today, I get that same respect because of that. The players don't understand that in 25 years, when they're all finished playing, if they carry on doing what they've been doing, and particularly likes of Rudiger and Vinny complaining all the time, that's going to hurt them. In 25 years, people are going to go, oh yeah, you were a good player, but I didn't like the way you acted. I mean, that stays with you, and the players better realise that.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, Macros, as we saw in that second half, we'd seen a different Real Madrid to what we'd been seeing of late. A Real Madrid that was showing more fight. That probably would have been the story had we not seen these scenes at the end, even if they had gone on to lose it. But now they have lost Antonio Rudiger. They are saying in the Spanish press that the Liga title is still alive, and they do still believe they can win it. They are yet to face Barcelona in that second game in La Liga, and now they're going to be without him.
Well, yes, and they're going to get punished, aren't they? Lucas Vazquez is going to miss games, Jude Bellingham's going to miss games. They're all going to miss games, so they're only punishing themselves. And you know what? People will be laughing about it. People will be pleased about it. You know, and I agree with what Shaka and Stevie and Mario are all saying. It's fine when you're top of the league, when you're all powerful, when you're winning the Champions League. Everybody wants a piece of you. Well, they're not this year. You know, we know Real Madrid are fighting with all the broadcasters from all over the world, not allowing people in to go to games. Well, you know what? Suddenly it's starting to turn, and everybody will start to turn, because you know what? They don't need Real Madrid this year. They need Barcelona. If Barcelona are the champions and the Copa del Rey champions and the Super Cup champions, everybody will be going to turn up to them. and they'll be opening the door saying, come on in, don't worry. We don't behave like the other team. So they have to change their mind quickly. But of course, Real Madrid are playing second fiddle now. Barcelona have to lose games.